Awesome. How's it going, you guys? Chronicle Absolute, my name is Dion. I know. It's been a few months since I've last put out a video. That's on me, you know. I'm still learning my job. I'm still brand new with this job, you know. In a way, translating from truck driver to office, but at the same time, I'm still a truck driver. You know, I still think like a truck driver. I still act like a truck driver in some cases. You know, I still talk like a truck driver. You know, so trying to incorporate that into office setting where I'm still by myself in a sense. You know, it's not been difficult, but you know, it's just a learning thing. And then you add on the coronavirus coming through and blah blah, and you know, it's just been different. So every day is a learning experience. I bumped the table. I'm sorry. You know. Anyway, so I figured I would do a few videos on what it takes to avoid an accident. And I say that because of some of the things that I've experienced with my own drivers. I am the safety guy. You know, I look at videos, I'm looking at computer programs, I'm looking at certain websites. You know, I'm able to kind of keep track with what drivers are doing and what and when, if that makes any sense. You know, I am the safety guy. Now, I'm not the kind of guy that comes up with a magnifying glass and just nitpicks about every little thing that my driver's doing. That's not me. Because again, I am a truck driver. I'm going to think and talk and speak and look at things as a truck driver. So when I have to speak with someone, I'm talking to them in their own language because I am a truck driver. I just happen to be the one that's in the office calling you, but you know, I am is who I am, right? So here's one thing that I would say. So I think I'm going to do a series, right? And I think I'm going to entitle it Ways to Avoid an Accident. I've been in a few accidents. It wasn't anything where it was like I'm on I-20 or I-75 and there's a car next to me and then I hit him. You know, not like that at all. It was always situations where I'm on private property. So I'm at a customer or I'm at I didn't have anything at a truck stop. It was always at a customer, you know. I'm on a private lot, right? My accidents always happened there. You have to understand that when it comes to accidents, 9 times out of 10, it will be an accident that you have, and I say accident, it's going to be on a lot. In most cases, it's not going to be on the road. It's going to be on a lot somewhere, right? It's going to be in a parking lot. It's going to be on a customer's property. It's going to be, and the crazy thing about it is that you're going to be going slow. You're going to be doing 1 mile an hour, 2 mile an hour. You know, nothing really fast. It's not like you're going through these lots like full speed ahead. No, you're going to be going slow. And it's the craziest thing. You know, all of my incidents happened on a customer's property while I was going slow, right? But how do we avoid these things being out over the road? I'm going to pause right here because I have a conference call in a few minutes. So I'll come back when I'm done with the call. Hold on. I'm back. I forgot where I was at because I was on a conference call and then I had to call one of my drivers about something and I had to eat. So I forgot where I was. Well, you know what? Let's do this. So when I was having all of my accidents, I got frustrated. I'm like, I'm tired of having these accidents. I'm tired of having to come back in and see the OSR and be asked the question, what would you do differently? I'm tired of that. It's a waste of my time to come in there. It's taking miles off of my week because I'm going to go in and do some training, which basically lasts half a day, maybe a whole day. You know, I'm tired of that. How about I change within myself so that I don't have to worry about having to go in and see them. You know, that was my goal, right? I changed one thing. And in changing the one thing, it changed everything, right? Because it not only changed the one thing, but it changed my mentality. It changed how I responded to stuff, right? So what did I change? Well, I changed following distance. And I don't even want to say change following distance because it wasn't just that, but it incorporated everything, if that makes any sense. So I changed following distance. Now, granted, I didn't have any issues with being on the road, but by me changing following distance while I was on the road, it changed my mentality with everything else, which I just said that, but I'm just saying it again, right? So, change following distance. Instead of, now I'm not saying I was doing this, basically when I was driving before, I would drive close enough until I didn't hear that beep again, because when you're too close, that truck is gonna beep at you. It's saying, get off his tail, right? So I got to the point where I would kind of gauge how I was driving and manage it so that I didn't hear that beep. Well, when I got frustrated and I changed following distance, that's not something that I got to worry about anymore, right? What also happens when you change following distance? Well, you're looking further ahead. Look as far down the road as you possibly can. Reason being is because when you allow yourself more following distance, you allow yourself more response time. It's my understanding, based on an article, that it takes 2 seconds for you to see something happen and then for your mind to respond and tell you, hit the brake, right? So something happens, your mind needs to work it out, and then it tells your body what to do. It tells your feet or your hands, whatever. It takes about 2 seconds, roughly, according to the article, right? So if you're on someone's butt and you're 2 seconds behind, you're allowing yourself no time to respond because something happens. Maybe they sideswipe the vehicle next to them, or another vehicle sideswipes them. You're right behind them. You have no time to respond. You're not going to respond like that. It's just not going to happen. Your mind has to process everything, figure out what it wants to do, and then tell your body what it wants to do, what you should do, right? But if you give yourself more space, we'll say 5 to 8 seconds, at least, right? Give yourself more space. If that other vehicle sideswipes the car that's in front of you, you have another 3 seconds. I'll just say 5 seconds because you're 5 seconds follow distance. You've got 2 seconds, that's just off the top. So you got 3 seconds to respond to whatever does happen, if that makes any sense, But looking further ahead, 15 seconds up ahead, maybe further down the road, on the expressway, they've got 2 lanes blocked. Now, granted, you should have seen all those signs back there that said, club are merging in due to construction work, but maybe you didn't respond. Maybe you just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. But now you have more time to kind of gauge traffic over here to say, okay, I need to move over. Let me get into my spot. Once it opens up, I'm good. I can move over. You can do that, Me changing following distance, again, for the 3rd time, it changed everything else, because when I changed following distance, mentally, I became more patient, which is another big thing. Being patient while you're in a truck. You have to understand, you're in a truck and trailer. And especially when you've got that trailer and it's loaded with liquid chemical, or it could be dry bulk, or it could just be a van or a flatbed. I don't know. But you've got a huge piece of equipment. You cannot be stressed behind that wheel, man. It just can't happen, right? Because when you're stressed, it alters how you drive. So yeah, even though I changed following distance, again, it changed other aspects of my driving. I became more patient, which means I wasn't in a rush. If you're not in a rush, you can think. I can tell you right now, in my years of driving, being in a rush is more than likely you're going to have an accident. You just are. I was in a rush, and maybe I'm trying to plan out my day, but I'm not doing it right because I'm in a rush. I'm not thinking straight, right? Or maybe I'm trying to hook up to my trailer, but I'm in a rush. I'm rushing things. So what happens? Maybe I don't connect like I'm supposed to. Maybe I've cut some corners that I probably should not have done. Don't get in a rush. Again, I changed following distance, but it changed my mentality for everything, right? So I'm not in a rush, so I can think easier. I'm more relaxed. I can respond better. I have drivers that I got to call because of heartbreaks. The heartbreak incident isn't so much the issue. The issue is what transpired to cause you to have that heartbreak. Again, we're truck drivers. We tend to complain about everything. Well, that person did this and that person did that and they cut me off and blah, blah, blah. Well, did you put yourself in a position where if anything was to happen, you were going to be okay? Did you allow that following distance? When you're driving down the expressway and you see that ramp merging onto the expressway, and you see how that car is actually driving, did you compensate for maybe they're going to go ahead and jump out in front of you? Did you do that? And granted, you're in your lane, and they're supposed to accommodate for you because you're in the lane. You're already going that speed. But maybe they look over and say, oh, I've got this, he's a big, slow truck. I can get him. I'm not going to be behind him, They're out there. I've seen plenty of four-wheelers that were in a hurry to die, and I don't understand why. They want to play chicken with you and your truck, and they, for whatever reason, feel like they're going to be okay. I've been in too many situations like that, right? But if we can avoid some of those situations to where we can lessen the probability of being in an accident by how we think about others, because it's not just us in that truck. It's us in this truck, plus the vehicles next to us, plus the vehicles next to us, and in some cases, the vehicles next to them. It's not just us in our lane that makes any sense. We have to compensate for everything. And that's what makes us professional drivers, because it's not just us. We're looking at anything and everything to be safe. Again, I've got newer drivers and I've got older drivers. I asked my older drivers, how are you able to be so safe? I mean, what is going on? And every last one of them, who they don't know that I'm asking, but every last one of them always say, I remain calm. I treat every day as if it's my very first day. I'm patient. I don't want to say hesitant, but hesitant, which goes along with patience. I give more space. I give more room. There's things that you can do to avoid having an accident. So, me as a safety guy, me as a truck driver, I encourage you to adopt techniques that will lessen the probability of you having to go in and see somebody and answer the question, what would you have done differently? This isn't just about us, right? This is about everybody. That's just what it is, especially if you're driving hazmat chemicals. I mean, it's a different story with that. Driving tankers almost forces you to be safer, because I know for me, I don't trust it. I was always scared about rolling over. I was always scared about doing something up front that's going to affect someone in the back. Always scared of it. So be cautious. There's no problem in being cautious and hesitant with what you're doing, because it means that you're going to be a safer driver, and that's what I want. So I think I'm about talked up by now. Thank you for coming to this channel. Again, I'm going to try and do a series. So this one's going to be about following distance, basically. I think it is. And how it changed everything else. But I'll be doing some other stuff too. But hopefully it's not going to take another 3 months before I put anything else out. But thank you for this opportunity. I'm getting subscribers and I haven't put anything out. And I'm like, man, I got to get on the ball here. So, and oh yeah, I know you guys see I'm at the house. I'm actually going into my office, but right now I'm in a side room because I had a conference call. So and that's why you see all of this here. But maybe I'll do another video about what it's been like so far, and with this new position. I don't know. But thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to me, each and every last one of you. I really, really appreciate it. And I appreciate those who have been subscribing, and even though I haven't put out anything at all in the last few months. So thank you all so much. And if you don't know, especially to the newer drivers, I'm not here to get a bunch of subscribers. I'm not here. You will never hear me say subscribe and like and all that stuff. That's not why I'm here. I just want you to avoid the situations that I had when I first started out. That's just what it is. So thank you so much. Don't do the things that Dion did. I got into accidents. I don't want you to get into an accident. Keep your record safe and clear. Well, I had accidents. You know. Anyway, until next time, you guys be good, be safe, in all that you do. Coming at you, the new safety guy. Bye.